This is TWiT. The Echo Show. Am I nuts?
I won't have one in the house, but that's
it's really
me,
interesting. The world is divided among those who wouldn't dream of putting an Amazon microphone and camera in their home.
Any kind, and not just Amazon, any kind of Microsoft and any microphone and camera in my home. No, thank you.
And yet, I think, who was it that said this is the best new gadget of the year? This is the most. I love the Echo Show. It is an Amazon Echo with a built $230, so it's more expensive. Although the original Echo when it first came out was $200, so it's not much more. But it has a built-in 7-inch tablet. I think the Echo uses the tablet very well for additional stuff. When you do a flash briefing, for instance, you can have video in it in some cases. So part of my flash briefing is the Tonight Show monologue. You actually get the video on the screen, which is great. You also get song lyrics when you're listening to music, so you can sing along. You get a constantly updated feed of news and weather. Pictures, you can have your images on it. You can get a slideshow. And it's got better speakers than the old Echo. It actually sounds really good. I have it in my kitchen. I got one for my mom because the biggest feature is you can call each other.
Right.
Video call. I could say, Echo, call mom. And if mom's in my address book and her phone number is registered as an Echo, it will call her Echo, whether an audio or an Echo Show. I sent her an Echo Show because I want to see her and she could see me. The drop-in feature was a little controversial. I don't think we fully understood it when they first announced it. I thought you could drop in and just see what was going on without it being announced. But in fact, the camera isn't automatically turned on, just audio. And it's really an intercom feature. So, and you have to enable it. There's all sorts of privacy controls. But I put, what?
I've used, we have two.
so yeah, there you go. There you go. See?
Seems like the panel's Luddite, but no.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but when I drop in on one of ours, the camera starts right away.
Not on ours. Not on ours. It's a blurry image. Your camera starts. She could see you as the drop-in-er.
No, I can see them when there's no one at
No, not on ours. I don't know what maybe you've changed a setting.
God, you've got a teenage son as well.
But I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to drop in on my teenager. Yeah. But what it's great because I put it in Michael's room. He has the old Echo, the tube. But even if he had a show, you put it in his room and you say drop in on Michael, and in his room it goes bloop, and I can say Michael, dinner's ready. And by the way, it's really loud. It's nice. But I don't see him unless he taps his screen and enables video. So maybe that's a setting.
The difference is you're doing intercom and I'm not. And I maybe need to change ours because we've got drop-in.
That would be bad.
Yes, I could drop in on my teenager.
That's not good. Well, I sent one to my mom. I don't want her dropping in on me anyway either. And I'm not a teenager, but okay. Huh.
Yeah,
so the intercom is neat because I can have an intercom across the country with my mom. I could just say, "Hey, Mom, are you there?" Not that I would do that a lot. And then you can also make video calls. But you're saying the camera when you say drop in.
I think that intercom and drop in are two different things.
Oh. And
intercom was not available on mine when I set it up, so I enabled drop in. And drop in drops you in.
No, I've been using drop in. Okay, well maybe I'm doing it wrong.
No, I think maybe I'm doing it wrong.
It must be a setting. But we don't we were playing with it yesterday on the new screensavers. We have a couple in here. And it turns on the audio instantly. But I didn't see a picture. It was a very blurry, not enough that you could see anything at all. Just blurry.
Sorry, somebody put one of those in my room. I would put a thing over the camera just for privacy's sake.
And so that's an interesting question. I mean, Scott Bourne, what's your opinion on the privacy issues of Echo? Are you an Amazon Echo user?
I miss my Echo when I go on vacation.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't have the one with the screen. I just have the regular one, and it does everything I want. Because they were selling the show as a way to check the way you look in the morning when you dress. And since I just wear Tommy Bahama shirts every day, I don't need to check.
You're easy. You're easy.
That's a different one.
The Echo Show. This is CNBC. Todd Hazelton writes, the best smart home assistant you can buy. I mean, he says it's worth your money because the screen really makes it much more usable. And I agree. I love it. Some people are complaining about the industrial design.
I think design looks okay.
That's okay. I got the white one. It looks good in the kitchen.
Scott, you're thinking of...
He's thinking about the Echo Look.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
That's the one that, and that's not out yet,
Yeah.
although I ordered that too, because I don't care if I don't care if Jeff Bezos is looking at me. I want him to look at me. Look at me,
Well,
Jeff.
You know, when they made the announcement that you could change the trigger word to computer so that, you know, in homage to the Star Trek episode, I did that. But the problem was
You say computer
the
a lot.
word computer is
I
on
know.
every TV show 15 times an hour.
No, by the way, we don't use the A word on the shows. I should have probably warned you, and you didn't, so that's good, because most people have it set for the default, and we don't want to trigger anybody's echo. But the ones we use around here, we make it echo, and that's pretty good. And when we talk about it, we refer to the Echo, because I don't think many people have set it to the Echo. It reminds me so much of the Sony Dash or the Chumby, or do you remember you go back far enough, Scott, you might remember Cisco had a thing called the Audrey, a kitchen computer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That went the way of internet-connected fridges, though. I mean,
It didn't, but that's the difference, is when you add the voice assistant, I feel like this is a really amazing thing.
Well, I do kind of think of it, we're setting ourselves up for a little Terminator 3 action.
Well,
You know?
no kidding. I mean, I feel like Echo and Siri are having a conversation with the insurance companies and boards of directors of various companies and saying, this personnel problem that you have, we can solve that, because personal assistants aren't going to harass anybody, and they're not going to
That's true.
install viruses on your
That's
computer.
true.
You know, get rid of this people problem you have, and just listen.
Here's a
But, hey,
picture
it's-
from the Computer History Museum of the, it was 3Com, which was later acquired by Cisco, but the 3Com Audrey was a kitchen computer.
The 3Com also gave us the Palm Pilot, which was a fantastic product. You know, I mean, it was just these kind of things come and go, but it just.
I think the Echo
I mean,
is
you
a
say
revolution.
you can do
I'm all
calls
in.
with your mother. I've got a phone that allows me to do that.
Yeah,
as
but you
well.
have to pick it up. This way I could just say, drop in on Mom, and she goes, what? She let me put on a robe. Oh God, sorry, Mom.